If you're as obsessed with skincare as I am, watch this whole video. I'm gonna share 3 of the best natural ways to implement anti-aging onto your skin. Okay guys, so in today's video, like I said, I wanna talk about anti-aging, but natural things that you can do. So I feel like, you know, right now in our society, it's super common and everyone's talking about fillers and different things you can do, which there's nothing wrong with. Everyone can go that route if they want to, but there are a lot of things you can do to age gracefully and things you can do to preserve your look. So not necessarily change the way you look, but maintain the way you look for as long as possible. You know, this is something that so many of you ask and like are concerned about because maybe you see it on like your family or like your mom or your grandmother aging and you want to know what we can do. And the good thing is a lot of these tips are really easy to implement and there's things that you can just add into your everyday life. So the first one I talk about all the time, I swear it should just be like my anthem, it's SPF. Nothing is more important than SPF. I cannot stress this enough, especially to anyone watching this who might be in their teens or 20s. I mean, if I could go back and tell myself to not go in a tanning bed when I was in my young 20s, it's just so crazy to think about because now I won't even step foot in the sun without sunscreen, a hat, big sunglasses. This is not just something that where people guess or that's like, you know, it can, like it's literally the #1 thing that's going to speed up the process of aging on your skin. One really good way to prove this, and you can kind of test for yourself, is to find an area on your body that is never or very rarely exposed to sun. So like the inside of your arm, maybe like the inside of your thigh. If you look at this skin, there's probably no sun damage. It's very plump, it's very smooth, and you compare this to maybe the tops of your hands or your skin where you can see little fine lines or even discoloration from the sun. It's just proof right there. Sun damage is a real thing. Research shows that 80 to 90% of aging is from sun damage. So if you can just make sure you're always wearing SPF, I actually have a video I've done on here. I will link it below on SPF, so I go through the different types. I will just say I'm a big supporter of physical sunscreen versus chemical. So you can watch that in that video. And one more tip I'll leave you with without seeing that video is on your body to not neglect your neck and chest. This is huge. To get a sunscreen spray, you can get a physical sunscreen spray. Just do like 2 or 3 big sprays and then you can rub it in and it's much easier than having to like squeeze it out of the bottle. I think little habits like this that will make you do it more often, you're just gonna be more successful in. The next anti-aging tip is boosting collagen. So this is kind of a big umbrella and I'm gonna talk about the best ways to boost collagen. I'm sure that you've heard about this by now. There's so many different collagen supplements people are taking. Everyone's talking about it. So little fun fact, the word collagen actually comes from the Greek word for glue because it literally holds everything together in our body, like our joints, our tendons, our muscles. It's like almost like a sticky substance. So when we don't have it, just think of things kind of like sagging, not being as plump, more wrinkles or fine lines will show. So anything we can do to boost collagen is gonna give us that like plump, youthful appearance. So there's different ways to go about this. Like I said, a lot of people are taking collagen supplements. I eat a plant-based diet. I don't believe in, supplementing with animal products. So I like to do, eat things or, put things on topically that will naturally boost my own collagen because you do have your own collagen in your skin. You don't have to take it from an animal, but there are supplements that some people will take. So topically, one of the best things to boost collagen in terms of ingredients is vitamin C. I love vitamin C, especially in an eye cream. This is something I always try to focus on and get it under here because this is an area as you age that can really thin. And especially as we just talked about SPF, a lot of people forget to put SPF right under their eyes. You probably just like rub it here. It's actually where we need it the most because this skin is thinner and a lot of sun damage and just the combination of it all. Vitamin C is a great thing to incorporate. You can use it topically, you can eat foods high in vitamin C and it will really help. The other thing topically that really helps is microneedling. So microneedling is, you can go in and do it at an office. There are different devices you can do at home now. I'm not a big fan of this unless you are a professional, you've been trained, really know what you're doing. I think that the risk of causing a little bit too much damage might not be the best thing, but if you feel confident in doing it, you can do this at home. But microneedling just basically puts like tiny damage on the surface of your skin, but like literally putting little holes, and then your body goes into repair mode and it forces you to produce more collagen. So that's the science behind that. If you were to do microneedling and then immediately put on a vitamin C serum, that would be an amazing trick. So those are two things you can do topically to boost collagen. There are different foods that help you boost collagen production and different things you can include in your diet. So a lot of plant-based foods like broccoli, aloe vera, and then chlorella and spirulina are also really great for this. Spirulina you can get in powder form, add it to a smoothie. It's also a great source of protein. And chlorella you can also get in powder form, and also they come in tablets. A lot of times there's a chewable tablet you can take, so you can also try that. So now let's move on to the last tip I have, which is antioxidants. And when I was making this video, I was trying to think like there's so many different things I could mention, and like, but there's this ingredient and that, and I feel like I'm doing these like 3 umbrellas really covered like the 3 most important things, because the bottom line is there are so many different antioxidants. I can't necessarily say one is better than the other. So I wanted to just talk about antioxidants in general. And this covers eating them and putting them on your skin. So it's in terms of eating or consuming your antioxidants, green tea, I cannot stress enough, is so wonderful. It can actually protect you from sun damage, even drinking green tea. Organic berries is something I've also talked about for years. I'm obsessed with them. Super high in antioxidants. Acai, you can get frozen acai, put it into a smoothie. You could get acai powder. These are kind of my favorite antioxidant food sources that are really like pack the most punch when you consume them. You could even do a berry acai green tea smoothie and you would have it all in one. So that's a great idea. And then antioxidants for your skin. We covered vitamin C already. Vitamin C is an amazing antioxidant. Another great one is resveratrol. And you might have heard of this. This is in grapes. So a lot of times wine, people say to drink red wine. It's got antioxidants. That's where it comes from. It's a really powerful antioxidant in grapes. And I actually think more powerful than people give it credit to. Some people even say it's the most powerful antioxidant in the world. One brand I've really been liking lately is Caudalie. They pretty much base their entire skincare line around resveratrol, which is really cool. So they've got like a grape water spray. They've got great oils and serums, so you could try that out. And vitamin A. Vitamin A is a huge one. It's also an antioxidant. Now, vitamin A is pretty much the base of retinol, retinoic acid. So if you see like Retin A Micro, if anyone has been on that, the prescription version, basically retinol is the less potent version of retinoic acid. And it doesn't mean that one's better than the other. Some people actually tolerate retinol much better and you can use it like daily, but some people it doesn't work as well on. Like even for acne, you can use a higher dose. But the point is that studies show that when you have it in 0.25% or higher, it's really amazing for anti-aging, boosting collagen production. You're like kind of doing, it's almost a similar concept to microneedling because you're getting rid of like an outer layer of your skin. It's like exfoliating and then it prompts you to boost more. So we're just kind of like nicely manipulating the body into producing more collagen. That's the point of all this. One thing I want to mention, these are all really great natural tips, topical products, and you can eat, you can include it in your diet or things that you drink. It's not to say if you do want to get like procedures done or if you want to do cosmetic fillers or Botox or anything, that's fine. I would even recommend if you are doing that to still implement these tips, because if you're getting Botox or fillers or anything and you have like a worse canvas to work off of, you're never going to get as good results. But if you are really healing from within and you have healthy skin, it's great to start with. You're just going to get better results. So no matter what you're doing, I'd still recommend implementing these. And when it comes to diet and SPF, you can't be too young to start. Like in your teens, 20s. The retinol, I would talk to, a dermatologist and see what age is best for you. That really depends on the person. But the rest of them, everyone can start implementing. And it's always better to prevent than have to treat. So those are my 3 tips on anti-aging and skincare. These are things that I personally really value and incorporate in my regimen. If you have any questions on any of these, if you have questions on maybe product recommendations that have these ingredients, let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.